Hello, my treasure. Welcome back to another diary video where I just talk about how my week went. And oh my gosh, what a week. I cannot believe that yesterday, finally it happened. Nintendo announced the Switch 2. And my feed, both on YouTube, Instagram, Threads, BlueSky, everything's completely Nintendo Switch 2. Well, it has been already Nintendo Switch 2 for the past, I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But now it was just blown out, right? There was no other content there, okay? So the only content I have been seeing since yesterday's, well, since the announcement has been Nintendo Switch and, you know, like the very limited things that has been said in that announcement and that we have been shown. But I am happy that it was announced. And yeah, we still don't know when we're gonna, you know, like be able to pre-order it and to get it and to actually play with it. But you know what? Have you seen that collection there at the back? Yes, that basically means I still have so much other Switch stuff that I need to play that I'm like, you know what? It's fine if you don't come for the upcoming 6 months or so, because
I still need to play my other games, okay?
But that was yesterday, okay? Let's go back to the beginning of my new week, which started off, of course, on a Saturday. Well, last Saturday. And yeah, what did I do last Saturday? Well, again, we went ice skating because that's what we do for fun, right? Well, actually, I didn't ice skate. My kids went ice skating and I just, you know, browsed along, you know, snacking on a lot of stuff. And then after the day ended, we went home and I did play a couple of games also. And of course, I also had to do chores in the house because, hey, you know, the things that come when you have your own home. And Sunday should have been uneventful because for Sunday, I had planned to do nothing. You know, just to be there in my own home and just to play games and just to, you know, like interact with my kids. But my kids had other plans because the oldest, she needed to do homework for the whole day. Poor kid. Oh my God. It's ridiculous how much homework they're getting. Yes, I know it's good, you know, to be educated. But then again, this amount of homework, I felt sorry for her, okay? And there was nothing I could do to help her, right? If it was, for example, an essay, I could try to help her. But this was just really learning stuff. And yeah, I did help, by the way, by reading out loud the text. So I told her a thing that I did back when I was learning is that what I would do is when I was reading a text and it just, you know, like really wouldn't stick with me, what I would do is I would grab a recorder. Yes, we didn't have mobile phones, you know, like we had mobile phones, but the recording on those things were, you know, like rubbish. But we had, you know, like these small cassette tapes that you can use as a recorder. You also took them with you when you went, for example, in the college benches and you had a very, you know, like professor who would not, you know, like be very interesting during the course. So you would have to record it because you would have to revisit that particular lecture again. So what I would do if I had a very difficult subject, because I studied law and a lot of things in law can be very boring, I would read it out loud for myself. I would record that and then I would listen it back again. That really helped me get through some of the more difficult subjects. So what I did to help my kid is she was working on a history piece and she was just stuck on that history piece. It's about how the whole government was formed, right? So how the whole Dutch government was formed after the French Revolution. Yes, okay, that is boring as hell. See, you're already sleeping now. You're like, okay, no, I don't want to be bored with that. Okay, so I know how it, you know, like came to be because I had to learn it back in, you know, like when I was at school. But I remember that it was quite boring and also quite confusing. So I read out loud the text and I said, you know what? You can listen it back every time that you're like, I'm stuck on something. And then you can just listen to that part and you don't have to read it, because trying to focus on a difficult text when you are already working on a subject which you hate, yeah, that's difficult. But listening to it again really, like helps remember stuff. So yeah, I helped my kid. My other kid, she went to my nephew, and they had fun. They enjoyed themselves together, and I did. I think, how much hours did I play? Because in between, of course, I want to say nothing to do, but of course I had less to do. Because also I didn't have to do anything for my work in this weekend, because I didn't have to be standby. Yay for not being standby. But let me check. I have this app. Okay, the light is just horrible, but I have this app, which is from Nintendo. It's the parental control app. Yes, no, I don't use it to control my kids. My kids don't play Nintendo Switch. Okay, that's boohoo, sad for me, right? They're PC gamers. Okay, so yeah, no, they don't play Nintendo Switch. We might play the occasional family game, right, or the occasional horror game with my oldest, but that's it, where I'm playing and I'm gibberish, and she's just like being a backseat driver and like, oh, go there, go do that, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm trying not to get killed, okay, and I'm very bad at horror games. I like seeing them. I don't like playing them because I suck at them. So yeah, on Sunday, yes, I got a total. I'm so sorry. This is so horrible to say, right? I got a total of 9 hours and 50 minutes is just, I think it just recorded. It just also, like when you leave it on standby on the home screen, it also records that time. But I got a total of 8 hours and 45 minutes in 3 games. So yes, I played Ace Attorney because I want to get through that trilogy, because I want to move on to something else. Well, as in to more Ace Attorney, but we'll get to that, and I'll show you in a bit why I want to go through this series a bit faster than you should, maybe. Then I played 50 minutes of Hatsune Miku fitness boxing. I have to tell you something about that, because I'm doing currently, like a run to play it every day, to do every day the regular exercise. And yesterday, which was, of course, Thursday, I had the most horrible experience with that game. But I will talk to you about that in a bit. And then I played for 45 minutes. I played with my daughter. I played live stream because we want to get all the endings, because we only got one ending, which was a bad ending. But we also want to get now all the other endings. So yeah, we played live stream a bit together. That was, of course, her reward for completing all her homework. The poor kid. I really do feel sad for her. And then the most horrible day of the week entered into our home, which is Monday. And no, it was not Blue Monday, but it felt like Blue Monday, okay? So yeah, brought the kids to school, had to go to work. And work was horrible again, because I thought I have everything figured out, right? Everything was going perfectly well. And I was not, triggering any security alert. And I thought, oh yes, I can finally do some additional work, which has been sitting there for quite some time. And it's like, I don't know, it's beginning to develop legs and trying to, crawl towards me, saying, hey, you still need to do us. So I wanted to get started with that particular type of work. But then my boss came and he was like, yeah, so I have this thing. And I'm like, oh, no. That's never a good thing, right? When your boss comes like, I have this thing. And you're like, no, that's extra work. That's work I did not calculate in that I was going to do, because I need to do that. And he was like, yeah, I need you guys to look into, and he said guys, right? Whereas I 100% identify as female, and the other person that I do the work with together also identifies 100% as female, right? We have it in our signature. We have it everywhere. But he still said guys. So I was like, yeah, okay, well, I guess you're not talking about us. Anyway, so he said, hey, I need you guys to like look into this data set and to work on this and crunch the numbers and see how we can, like get this work, like done in this amount of time and make sure that these departments work together. I'm like, what do you want me to be? You want me to be a data analyst? You want me to be a project manager? You want me to be a product owner? You want me to be, what's up with that? It's like, oh yeah, but can you also update all these things? I'm like, yeah, I can, but that's gonna be, like that's gonna take me the whole week again. I was like, yeah, that's fine. And if you cannot finish it, just let me know. I'm like, okay, I cannot finish it. I can't finish it. I was like, oh yeah, but can you see if you can reorganize some other stuff? I'm like, but everything's high priority. So tell me, which one is not high priority anymore? So that was my Monday, right? That was brilliant. And on Monday, I work from home. So on Tuesday, I went to the office. And the first thing I smelled when I was going into the office was like a burnt smell. And was like, oh, it finally happened. I already said I'm living in a dumpster fire here at my job. But apparently now the fire really has spread in the building. No, they were building our test room. Amazing, right? I have been asking for a test room for God knows how long, right? And I have been saying, we need this test room. We need this demo room. We need, like we want to test stuff here and want to showcase stuff. And everybody's like, yeah, too much effort, too much this, too much that. No, nobody wants to do that. And no, facility doesn't want to work with us. And I'm like, no. The people from facility are very nice. Just tell me who says no and I will talk to them and say, I really need it. So yeah, apparently, on Tuesday, they decided to start building our test room. And I was like, oh, that's nice. Yeah. And in the meantime, they also cut off all the power on that particular floor. So, I sit at a very, very large open space. I don't sit at an allocated desk, right? Actually, I don't sit at a desk. I sit on a very big, like type of boardroom table, because most of the times I'm in meetings when I'm in the office, so I get hardly any work done. So yeah, that's why I don't even, like try to give myself the impression that I would be able to do work. Because a lot of the times my coworkers are like, hey, why aren't you sitting on a desk? Why are you sitting on that big round table? I'm like, yeah, well, guess what? And then 5 seconds after they ask me that, somebody walks up to me and is like, hey, you are from this team, right? And you know how this works. Can you help me with this? Because I have an issue. I'm like, see, this is the reason why. There's no point for me sitting down because I only sit here and I even have my do not disturb face on, right? And still they're like, you're from that team. You know those things. So go fix it. And I'm like, I am not an engineer, right? I'm not an engineer. I'm not an engineer as in a service desk engineer, right? So I don't usually do, like these type of things, but people just think, like, yeah, you can fix it. So fix it for us. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll go fix it. Give me your laptop. Come on. I'll fix it. I'll make that application work again. Oh, annoying. But this time a lot of people came because they came complaining that the applications weren't working. But that had, of course, to do with there was no power, right? So yeah, there's no power. Like the server room, the power was taken off because they were building the test thing. They did not tell me in advance that they were gonna also do the power. So also I did not send out any notification because I didn't know they were gonna do that. So yeah, my Tuesday was amazing. Best Tuesday ever. Not. So yeah, then Tuesday ended. Oh, by the way, on Monday, of course, I also did my street dance. And by the way, on my street dance, oh my God, we did high heels, a high heels dance on, shut your mouth and run me like a river. That one, run me. I don't know. Okay. I'm bad with song names. But anyway, we did a high heel dance with a chair and also on the floor. And I have bruises all over my body, okay? It's like I've been well, somebody just, like tried to sucker punch me on my whole body. That didn't happen, okay? Nobody hurt me, but it was just me doing, like street dance, but we were doing a high heel dance. Awesome. It was a very awesome dance, by the way. The instructor really explained it very well, but like I said, I'm so much covered in bruises that it's just not even funny anymore. And leading up, of course, to Tuesday, because on Tuesday I have ballet, and that day, I did go to ballet, of course. It hurts, okay? I can tell you that, because I was doing ballet and I was feeling all those bruises. And I suck at ballet, so that was awesome, right? You're both hurt and you are bad at it. And the teacher was like, you know what? I'm not going to even pay attention to you because I don't know what's wrong with you. But you are not in this world. So yeah, Tuesday, amazing day, right? God, it was horrible. Okay. And then, of course, a Wednesday rolled along. And on Wednesday, a lot of packages came in. Yes. So I had FedEx, I had DHL, I had my regular post office. I think I even had I had also UPS coming along. I was like, it feels like I'm a revolving door for these, like shipping companies. So yeah, I got acquainted with a lot of, like delivery. Well, they were all guys, so I can say guys. And yeah, because my order came in from Amazon Japan. One of my orders from VGP came in. My order from, I'm looking here, right? Because it's Elle standing here next to me. My order from Play Asia came in. Another order from Amazon Japan came in, because these are two separate orders. And one order came in from Cool Shop, which is a shop which sells a lot of stuff, but also Nintendo Switch games, which is located, I think, in Denmark, if I'm not mistaken. Every time when I see the postage on it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Denmark. And one came in from Netgame, which is a local Dutch game store, which sells a lot of games here. So yeah, I had a very large stack. Oh, and I think also, one order from bol.com came in. That's also a kind of like the Dutch Amazon. So I ordered 3 things there. 2 of the things are not here because they were cooling bags for my kids. They need, like their old cooling bags. They died. Yeah, they had them for a very long time. I think they had them since they're 10 years old. So they no longer were functional anymore. So I bought 2 new ones for them, which is fine, right? After 10 years, replacing your cooling bags where they put their lunches in. Yes, they do take their lunches, like from home. My oldest doesn't make her own lunch. She's fine with whatever. So she's just like, put whatever in my lunchbox and I will eat it because I'm fine. She also gets lunch money, right? So she can also buy stuff in the cafeteria, but I don't know. I don't know if it's lazy or if it's like, yeah, I'm already happy with what I'm getting at home. So, but she's not like me, okay? When I got lunch money at that age, I was at the cafeteria nonstop, right? I was not taking any food home, like food from home with me to school. But she's like, no, I like the food from home. So yeah, her lunch money is just saving up. She's not spending it. And the youngest one, she makes her own lunchbox because she's very particular, right? She's a picky eater, really, really picky eater. Which I was also in my younger years. So I just let it go, right? I'm like, you know what? As long as you eat something, I'm fine. Because she used to not be very much into eating at all. So I'm fine with whatever she puts in her lunchbox. Maybe the school is not always fine what she puts in her lunchbox. But I'm like, you know what? As long as she eats, I'm fine with it. This girl also, has dance classes 5 times a week, okay? So she needs food in her to be able to stay, alive. She's, by the way, now 6. So if I need to jump away, it's because I need to take care of my youngest kid. She has the flu. She's sleeping now. I just checked in on her. She's sleeping. Poor little baby. I feel so sad for her. And she really wanted to go to school today because they have this celebration, which is called Three Kings. She really wanted to go there, but you know what? If you're sick, you're sick. You need to stay at home. And she's just knockout. I'm even looking at her, like there on the screen, and I'm like, oh, poor baby. Baby monitoring, right? So I guess I discussed everything that happened on the Wednesday, right? Did I? I don't know. I forgot. Okay, but Wednesday, yeah, was kind of not very eventful day. Not as eventful as in there didn't happen any drama. I mean, I just got a lot of orders in. That's just it, right? And then Thursday came along, and I thought, I had all the work done for my boss. I was very happy, right? Also, my coworker, she had all the work done as well because we did divide and conquer, right? I was like, okay, you do this, I do this. And then, we'll later on reconvene and, validate from each other. Like, okay, is this what it's supposed to be? Because normally it's a two-person's job, those individual things. But we just don't have the time for it. So it's like, yeah, you focus on that. I focus on this. And then let's go. So yeah, we had the meeting with our boss. And he was, you know what? This is the thing, right? You put so much effort in it. And he was like, yeah, but can you tweak this little picture just to show this flow a bit better? I'm like,
no.
Go do it yourself. I don't know. We don't use AI or anything when we are writing documentation or when we are building, scripts and those kind of things, or when we are making flow pictures or whatever. So I'm like, you know what? If you think you can do a better job, I don't know, just ask an AI to do it for you if you think that's better, because it's not going to get any better than this, what I'm showing you. But oh well, you know what? But he still had some complaints about some of the diagram pictures that we drew. He was like, yeah, but can you tweak this and tweak that? I'm like, no, I can't. Okay, go do it yourself. I don't care. Here you have the drawings. Go figure it out yourself. Okay, we put a lot of effort in them. I don't want to deal with you. But of course, as good little kitties, we said, yeah, okay, well, we'll have a look at it. And then of course we complained, let's leave it at that, a lot. And we worked until the very late hours yesterday to get that done. Of course, like I said, my kid got ill, so next to working with an ill kid, because she wanted to sit with me, I was drawing and correcting stuff, and I was like, oh, this is the fun life of a mom. Oh, but she was so sad. It was so sad. She's like a very powerful kid, right? And she's a very opinionated kid. But when she's sick, she's really like a baby. I'm like, oh, I want to hold you. And then, of course, also on that Thursday, the Nintendo Switch 2 got announced. So I was also hyping about that, talking with other people about that. And yeah, that's when we are now here on Friday. And we're talking about how my day went. But I am going to show you now what was in all those packages, because you have been listening now for more than 20 minutes to me complaining about life, which, by the way, again, I feel that I have a very blessed and very awesome life. But even if you have an awesome life, you can still complain, okay? You can still have things that you're like, yeah, no, I can do without this. There's still some kinks, there's still some things that I need to iron out in my perfect life that I'm like, yeah, this doesn't fit there. And one of those things is my boss suddenly putting more work on me out of the blue. That's something I cannot deal with. You need to plan stuff. Okay, I plan stuff. You need to plan stuff. So yeah, let's now get into something which is very unusual to get. And that is my order from VGP. Well, again, not the Tokyo Gladpool order, because that one is still, I don't know, it's still not shipped. It's still on the status unfulfilled. I'm like, when are you going to fulfill it? And just to prove, right, that it is a VGP order, they put these things in there. I don't know. It's either to taunt me or something like, oh, look, you got a VGP order, but not the one you wanted. Well, of course, I wanted these ones. So, okay. there we go. I got these 3. Again, I have ordered more from them, right? But it takes forever to get here. And why I said, of course, I need to get, you know, like going with Ace Attorney is because I ordered the next 3 parts. There we go. We got the Ace Attorney Apollo Justice trilogy. So yeah, I need to get through. I'm almost done with the second game, which is Justice for All. I'm in not the final case, but the case before the final case, the circus one. Oh my God. It's like, what happened there? What, you know, I understand. I'm still not there at the conclusion, so I still need to know how it really happened. I have an idea, right? We're puzzling everything together. I have an idea what is happening, but not everything. Oh, and the case before that, oh my God, that one was, how can they be so mean? I'm not going to spoil anything, but oh my God, that case before that, I was so sad. I really was so sad about that case. It was kind of like a little tear dropping down. It was a very sad case also. But yeah, that basically means that that I need to complete also the final one on the first Ace Attorney trilogy, and then I can start this one. The other Ace Attorney trilogy is, by the way, a Japanese one, but it has English on the card, which awesome because they never released, I think, an English version for it. Then a visual novel, which is called Buster Fellows. There we go. This one. And it's one of the P-Cube games. Yes, I have a lot of P-Cube games because they release a lot of visual novels. This one looked cool. It was on sale. And I was like, you know what? Let me get it. So I don't know a lot about this one. And then the last one, this one, actually was very expensive here in the Netherlands, which basically meant that I was not gonna get it. But then suddenly it popped up on sale on VGP, and that is, and God, this is such a long name. It's called, you know, a girl who love at the bound of this world. Okay, I'm mispronouncing this completely. But this also, again, is a visual novel. It's very highly rated, so I don't know. So yeah, that was my VGP order. I will go more in detail in the Nintendo Switch video that I will make of this week's pickups. And I think actually tomorrow I will have time to edit the other pickups video. So you will see tomorrow, you will see the other pickups video. So yeah, also 2 games came in from Amazon Japan. Which is I'm making so much noise. Which is this one, which is called, and it's there, Hashihime of the Old Book Town. This is it's not the third, but it is the third that I'm getting of the BL visual novels released on the Nintendo Switch physical, which has English on it. Yes, was very hard to pronounce. And I said already that I really have to. Last week we saw Voice Love on air. This was the last one which I needed to get. There we go. And yeah, so now I have all of them. Hooray for me! And then another one, which is also a visual novel, which is Tokyo Psychedemic. And this is new. Well, all the games are new, but this was quite recently released. And yeah, I thought, you know what? It looks like a murder mystery. Let's give it a try, because I like my murder mystery series. And then let's go into my Play Asia. Of course, Play Asia always sends you, you know, like these beautiful stickers. I got 2 games from Play Asia. I got Lycra and Lycra 2. So these are 2 visual novels based on music, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought, you know what? Let's give it a try, right? I mean, I love my visual novels. It's just easy to browse through. And I don't know if this is a love game or if this is just, you know, like a life game. I really have no clue, okay? It was on sale. It was very cheap. And I needed to get, like one game so that I could get the free shipping on Play Asia because, ta-da, I wanted to get this one. I wanted to get the Mugen Souls Part 1. So I have Mugen Souls Z. I have also the limited edition box. Yes, they are going to go out of the box because I do not want to get to leave these limited edition boxes unopened, right? I need to know what's inside because I want to have the goodies inside. So yeah, this one, because before I could play Mugen Souls Z, I needed to play Mugen Souls. So I needed to get this one. And because the limited edition with Play Asia was just as expensive as the regular one, if I would order it here in my own country, I was like, you know what? I'm going to order the limited edition one because the limited edition ones are also numbered. So I have number 961. And this is East of Asia release number 31. I think I almost have all East of Asia games. I don't have all the special editions, right? Because then I would go broke. And if you've seen my room, I am already going broke just trying to keep this maintained. So yeah, I'm not buying all the limited editions. I'm just buying the ones where the limited edition is just as expensive as the regular one. Then I also got another order. So we're moving away from the Switch games. I'll come back to them. So something else came in, and that is, ta-da, the two remaining one from Windbreakers. We have Kaji and we have Suo-san, and you will see them back again in the unboxing video of these two cute look-up figures. Then I got two more Switch games here. And then we're almost done, okay? We're almost done with my full recap of the week, which is the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Yes, because this was the last one of the Ace Attorney that I needed to get, last one of the games. Next week, we are going to talk about I have issues. Because there is one Ace Attorney game which is not released on the Nintendo Switch. So all Ace Attorney games are released on the Nintendo Switch, except for one. Can you guess which one? That one is hella expensive on the console where you can play it on. I ordered something. So yeah, but we'll get to that in a different video. So yeah, this was the final one I needed to get all the Ace Attorney games on the Nintendo Switch. Like I said, on the Nintendo Switch, not all the Ace Attorney games. I was missing one, which we'll talk about in another video. And then I had one more. This was already on my wish list to get, but every time either it was out of stock or it was expensive. And that is Read Only Memories, a double pack, which has read-only memory, NeuroDriver, and 2064 read-only memory. So it has 2 games on it. Yes, I like buying these double packs so that I have both games on one cartridge. That saves me some space. Because as you can see, I don't have a lot of space left. And then in my other order, where of course I ordered the cooling bags, I also got this little thing, which I'm going to open now. Because, well, I have loose cartridges for Nintendo Switch. And most of the times I just put them in a tin can that I have there. But I saw this and I was like, it was €7. And I thought, oh, that's cool. I need that. Because look, it looks like a little suitcase that I'm taking with me. There we go. So yeah, you can put your Switch games in here. And look, you can put a lot of Switch game in there, but you can also put 4, which are your prized possessions. You can put them in there. So let me give you one example. So I put, like my loose cartridges in these kind of tin cans, which this is, by the way, from Stranger Than Friends, which is a BL. And then if I put it now in here, there we go. So we have the one from last week that I bought a loose cartridge for. And then we can put, oh my God, I love this. It's amazing. So yeah, for almost nothing, I bought this cute little container, which, you know, it's a nice display piece. I love it. And it's very practical. And it does feel kind of sturdy. I think it's more sturdier than my tin can, which I keep them in. Yeah, because I don't want them to collect dust. But I think this is a better solution for it. And then speaking, of course, about games, one of the games that I have been playing, of course, since the beginning of January is Hatsune Miku Fitness Boxing. And I will make a separate video in February. I hope, quotes, that I am able to make that video, because I want to make this video that I do a full month of every day playing Hatsune Miku Fitness Boxing. So it's currently the 17th of January. I have played it now from the 1st of January until the 16th of January. So I still need to do it today, which of course I will do, but later at night, right? But yesterday I started again, you know, like in the early mornings. I thought, you know what, let's play it again, right? Let's get some boxing in there. And in Hatsune Miku Fitness Boxing, there is also an element which is called Miku exercise. And Miku exercise is like exercise on steroids. Let me explain this, okay? So you have the regular exercises, which are fine, you know, like they have a rhythm to it. They're like, yeah, let's go. Let's, you know, like jab, stab, cross, everything. And then you have the Miku exercises. And that's, like I said, that's on steroids, okay? So remember when I said, you know, like you do 1 punch, 2 punch. Yeah, now do it like this. It's ridiculous, okay? It really is on steroids. And while I'm talking, I'm showing you now live footage because I thought, you know, like I need to capture this because nobody's going to believe that this really is. I could not even finish the moves, right? It was next move, next move, next move. And they were not even making any sense. And I've been doing fitness boxing for quite some time now. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Okay, why? And this was so fast because I've done other Miku exercises. They were already fast, but they were doable. However, this one, it was not doable. It was, you know what? And at the end, once I was done with all my other exercises, I got the worst thing ever. And no, I don't care about my age, right? But it gives you, depending on how many misses and how many okays you have, it gives you your fitness age. And again, I don't care about age, okay? Age just tells you how many times you have witnessed the earth revolving around the sun. That's it. That's what age is. It's nothing more and nothing less. I don't care about age. But that age, it said I was 44. So it said I witnessed the revolving around the earth 2 times more than the age I am currently. I'm like, what is up with that? Because I had so many misses in that Miku exercise. I was perfect in all the other exercises. I had no misses, right? And I had maybe 2 or 3 okays. And then on that other one, I just missed constantly. And it just, you know, like it completely ruined my fitness age. So I was like, really? Really? Because the day before that, they said I only witnessed, you know, like the earth revolve around the sun 27 times. And I was like, hey, that's nice, you know? I have a time machine now. But no. Yesterday, it was being brutal towards me. It was saying, you know what? You have witnessed more times this event than you actually have. So yeah, I don't know. And there's also something about that game that I feel it wants me, one of the goals that you have in there, right? Which is, so you get always 3 achievements that you can do, you know, like to unlock more money, to unlock more music, and to unlock more clothing items for your trainers. However, one of the exercise in there is check your graph. Or another one is insert your weight. I'm like, do I look like the person who has a scale next to her and is like, oh yeah, let's stand on that scale and let's see how much I weigh. I don't care how much I weigh, okay? I mean, the only moment I cared about how much I weighed was when I, I didn't give birth to my kids, right? I had a C-section, so I had a planned C-section. But okay, when my kids were being surgically removed from my body, that's the only time I cared about my weight, because that's the only time I stood on the scale, because they needed to give me the right amount of anesthetic for the weight that I am. So that's the only time that I cared about my weight, because I didn't want to have too little anesthetic, because I didn't want to hurt, when they were cutting me open. But other than that, I don't care about weight, okay? Weight, I really don't care. As long as I can move my body, as long as I feel healthy, that's fine. But this game, it's like, to get more coins, insert your weight. And I'm like, how would I know how much I weigh? I'm not obsessed or anything. So yeah, it's always an easy achievement to unlock, right? Okay, I'll just fill in some random number and I'll be like, go girl! And then I get my coins, like I cheat the system, okay? I'll be honest with that. I really don't care about these things. Maybe it has to do with the age, but also at a younger age, I didn't care about it. Like I said, right? More than a decade ago, I also didn't care about my weight, so I don't care about it now anyway. So yeah, that was it about the Hatsune Miku. And again, I will go in more detail in a different video if I'm able to play this game for a whole month every day. Because that's, of course, I need those data points, right? I love working with data. I love data points. So yeah, but that's it for this rambling video of my diary and everything that happened. Do I have anything more exciting to tell you? Well, no, other than, of course, oh yeah, I did okay. Hear me out. Because I was reading through the comments, and they are good comments, okay? No bad comments or anything. But there was one particular commenter who commented, because I am trying to collect all the Yuri games on the physical Yuri games on the Nintendo Switch. They were listing all their games that they have. There were 2 on that list that I did not have. Guess what I did yesterday? I ordered those 2. I was like, huh, okay, let's order them. So yeah, so I ordered those. I also did the pre-order, by the way, for the Pretty Holic You and Idol Precure, because when I'm going in February to Japan, but the makeup at the time that I'm going there will not be released. It will release in March. I'm not there in March. So I pre-ordered that also. And I pre-ordered also the most cutest thing, a cute little pouch bag. I don't know what it is, okay? So I pre-ordered last year and it's still, it's shipping somewhere, I think end of February. But I pre-ordered from Takara Tomy the Gachapon backpack, okay? The most iconic backpack ever. I don't have a backpack anymore. I just wear, like a sling bag, which I've had for, I think now 7 years, which is from, is it 7 years or is it 6 years? When was Twisted Wonderland first released in Japan? The mobile game, I think 6 years ago. Well, I've had that bag since then because it's a Twisted Wonderland sling bag. And that bag is almost dying, okay? I don't have a backpack. I need a backpack. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to wear a capsule toy backpack. So I pre-ordered that one almost 6 months ago. So yeah, it's scheduled to be released in February this year. So pray to the goddesses that it comes. But they also have the miniature version of that. You can pre-order that one. It will release in March. It's part of, in Japan, they've released kind of like books or magazines with, like a toy or a bag or whatever, and a very nice thing with it. I have that also from the Precure ones, right? So I ordered that and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. But it won't be here until March, right? It's a pre-order. So I did an order of, because this was all on Amazon Japan, I did 2 Nintendo Switch games, which were recommended, of course, by this person in the comments. And they have both English on the cartridge and are Yuri visual novels, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe one is not a visual novel. I don't know. I just ordered them, okay? I thought, oh, thank you for the recommendation. Let's order them. And because, of course, I was already, like, I wanted to order that bag and also the Pretty Holic makeup. By the way, the perfume I cannot order because Amazon Japan doesn't ship perfume to the Netherlands. So I really don't know how I'm going to get those perfume bottles because apparently also Zen Market doesn't send perfume. So I really have no idea how I'm going to get those perfume bottles. It's sad because I haven't planned any other trip after, like February to go to Japan. So I might not be getting them. Boo! Why did they have to release perfume? It's the one makeup item or, I don't know, beauty item that apparently they won't ship internationally. Weird. I don't know. So yeah, that is also something I ordered along the way because, like I said, I do read every comment and I do reply back to every comment. And I'm very grateful for every comment because they give me inspiration to know what I'm buying. By the way, my mortgage is also very happy again because I placed that order. I had to pay off part of my mortgage again with the same amount. I'm almost done with it. But yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I say, miss you, love you. Bye-bye.